Hey there, everyone. My name is Avra Robinson, and I'm an instructor with EdTech Teacher. So I work with teachers and students all the time. And one of the things that I've been being successful with lately is talking about screencasts. And it's actually something that I've used when I was a teacher, a full-time teacher, and I just thought I would share some ideas with you today, some different things that are working and that I've heard teachers talking about in their own, in the workshops, about the stuff that they're doing in their own classrooms. So this is 5 ways to connect with parents using a screencast. So as hard as it is to create a screencast and hear our own voice and put that front-facing camera on like I have today, I really think that it bridges the gap between home and school. So when I say parents, of course, I mean parents and guardians and whoever those adult caretakers are that are in the homes of our kids. I think that a screencast brings teachers to life. And if you don't want to do the front-facing camera, it is rare that I do it. Completely understand, but even just your voice, instead of just sending home note after note, instead of maybe even posting things on a blog or on a teacher website, by lending your voice and creating a quick video, using a program, I'm using Screencastify today just because it's a quick, easy, web-based tool. It's also a Google Chrome extension. I have used other programs like TechSmith's Camtasia, but it can be a great, easy, free tool, just any Chrome extension. Using any of those, you can simply create something short and sweet in which you do one of the things that I suggest here. So for example, introducing yourself. So the beginning of the school year, we all send home that note that says, hey, here I am. This is who I am. I'm excited to work with your kids this year. And, here are some of the things we're going to do. You could simply take that letter, say it's a Google Doc, say it's a Word doc, have it up here on your screen and read it. Talk naturally about it, maybe read something and then just stop and talk. And what you're doing is you are introducing yourself in a way that does more than paper does. We all know the difference between having a conversation with someone and writing them a letter or sending an email. So much can get lost in written communication. So that's just one idea. Another is, say you've got a big event coming up. Maybe you've got an academic fair or just a new research project's coming, and you want to explain to parents the expectations. Hey, here's what's going to happen in the classroom. Here's what I expect at home. Those are all things that don't you just wish sometimes that you could have conversations with parents, have them in your classroom and explain to them kind of what you're looking at needing from them. I know as a mom, I love to try to read every note that comes home from school, but I fall short sometimes. And sometimes, the stuff that comes home from school is confusing to me, even though I'm an educator. So, just doing something like this and explaining, again, maybe putting your note up that you would have sent home or your project description, but just lending your voice to it and possibly your face too, if you want to do the camera, just some ideas. Demonstrating how to find information. You can use a screencasting tool to show parents how to navigate a school website, how to work through a student information system or an online gradebook. We expect our parents to be able to navigate a lot of different tools in order to find information about their kids. And so by creating a screencast might be some ways that you can just help them facilitate the finding of information. So reading a weekly newsletter is the next one. I don't know how many of you have a weekly newsletter. I always had a weekly newsletter, and I would just send it home, print it off, and then eventually I did a digital one. But gosh, what would it be like if you were to just read your weekly newsletter? If you're nervous about just talking naturally and you're afraid you're going to screw up too much, set the expectation at the beginning of the year and say, hey, hi, everybody. I'm Ms. Robinson, and I'm excited to be teaching 3rd grade. I'm excited to be teaching junior English. And each week I'm going to write a newsletter, and I'm also going to record my voice reading it to you and add some information for you. And all of these videos will be on YouTube, or there will be Google Drive videos, and I'll share them with you, however you want to do it. Again, it's just kind of a way to make things more personal. And again, the last one was just creating a video log. I mean, that's the same idea there. Maybe each week, or maybe you just only commute to doing it 4 times a year or once a month. You get on there and just talk to them. Tell them how it's going in the class overall. I think it's just a way to connect with parents that is a little bit different, and that might bridge the homeschool gap a little bit more, so that way we can work together and become a team to help students succeed. So those are just some ideas I had for you. I hope maybe they have inspired something in you. And if you have other ideas, ways that you're using screencasts, I would love to hear from you. I'm at Avra Rachel on Twitter, and Avra at edtechteacher.org is my email. So thanks, guys. Have a good one.